Yo, what's up guys? It's Noah here, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking through a couple player props I like on Prizepicks for tonight's NBA slate on Friday, February the 23rd. We've got 10 games tonight on Friday, so we got another big slate. Wanted to give you guys some early props that I did like for tonight's slate, taking a first look at the Prizepicks board on Thursday night when I'm recording this video. Right now, at the time I'm making this video, we don't have all 10 games posted yet, but we do have, I think 5 of the 10 games are up right now. So there's a decent amount of props available, and I was able to pick out 2 early props that I did like for this Friday slate. So we are going to share those in this video. We're going to talk through these 2 plays and share why I like them. Before we do get started though, guys, as always, if you guys enjoy these Prizepicks videos, if they do help you out, make sure you hit that like button down below. Hit that subscribe button if you have not yet. And if you guys are new to Prizepicks, if you don't have an account over on Prizepicks, you can sign up, linked down below in the description, or just use that promo code NOAH. When you sign up for Prizepicks, you'll get your first deposit matched up to $100. Also, if you guys sign up for Sleeper, you'll get your first deposit matched up to $500 over there if you use promo code NOAH on Sleeper. And if you guys don't know what Sleeper is, they are an app similar to Prizepicks. They're a DFS pick'em app where you're picking over or under on player projections. You build out an entry. You can make up to an 8-pick entry on Sleeper. You can win up to 100x your money. Sleeper does do a lot of promos throughout the week. They do a lot of discounts, giving a lot of promotions. They do also offer free squares for all new users. So when you sign up, make a deposit on Sleeper, you will get a free square added to your account, a free pick that you can use to build out an entry, pair it with any other plays you like, NBA, NFL, or obviously not NFL right now, but they do have NFL on Sleeper, MLB, college football, college basketball. Sleeper has all the major sports. So if you guys want to check them out, again, sign up, use that promo code NOAH, and you'll get your first deposit matched up to $500 on Sleeper when you sign up with my promo code. But let's talk through the 2 picks I like for Friday's slate, guys. I do want to recap the 3 plays that we gave out in Thursday's video before we talk through today's plays. So for Thursday, I gave out 3 picks. We only hit one of the 3 picks we gave out Thursday, but man, if you look at what happened Thursday, like with the picks we gave out, the 2 plays that missed, I would have never taken them had I known what was going to play out. So we took Isaiah Hartenstein over 17.5 points plus rebounds. I knew Hartenstein was coming back from injury. I knew there was a possibility that maybe he wouldn't play his full 34, 35 minutes. We get a report like an hour or 2 before the game starts that Hartenstein's going to be on a, I don't even know, I can't remember the exact wording that the Underdog tweet said, but it pretty much said that Hartenstein was going to be on like a guided minutes restriction. So pretty much I'm guessing the Knicks training staff had they had it planned for him to only play a certain amount of minutes, and he plays 5 minutes to start the game. He subs out, never subs back in until the start of the second half. He starts the third quarter, plays 5 minutes, subs out, and then never comes back in. So Hartenstein literally played 10 minutes on Thursday night just for no reason. I'm assuming that was their plan, was to only play him 10 minutes. The way I look at it, why would you even put him out there if he can only play 10 minutes? It was just really weird to me. So I'm super frustrated by that. I would have never taken that over on Hartenstein had I known he was only going to play 10 minutes. And then we took it over on Walker Kessler, 7.5 rebounds. Kessler, he has started the last 4 games for the Jazz. I assumed coming out of the All-Star break, the Jazz would roll out the same starting lineup that they had been rolling out. And I was wrong. They went and changed up the starting lineup. Kessler moved to the bench, only played, I think, like 17 minutes. He only had like 2 rebounds in 17 minutes, but would have never taken that over on Kessler had I known he was not going to start. So those 2 picks, to lose those 2 picks is super frustrating the way they played out. Again, I would have never taken those had I known that was going to happen. But we did hit on Trey Jones over 19.5 PRA. Trey Jones had a big first half. He didn't really do much in the second half, but luckily was able to score a late bucket shortly before the game ended, and that put him over his PRA line. But that's what we had for Thursday, guys. Obviously not a great day, but very frustrating day overall. I mean, the picks that I gave out Thursday, I still felt good about, but I would have never taken the Kessler over or the Hartenstein over had I known things were going to play out the way they did. But we move on to Friday. I got 2 picks I like, guys, for this Friday slate. So let's talk through them. The first play I like is going to be a points prop, and we're going to look at Anthony Edwards, 26.5 points prop here. And I do like the over for Anthony Edwards. So prior to the All-Star break, Anthony Edwards was playing really well. He had gone over this points prop in 3 out of his 5 recent games before the break. Did go under in this matchup against Milwaukee. Had 26 points. He lost by the hook. If you look at that game though, against the Bucks where he did go under, he shot 9 for 20 in that game, 9 for 20 from the field and 4 for 11 from 3. So it was not a very good shooting game from Anthony Edwards. Still put up 26 points while shooting 9 for 20 from the field. And then the game against the Clippers, kind of a tougher matchup. He had 23 points. I think he might have lost some minutes in that game due to a blowout. He only played 32 minutes in that game against the Clippers when typically Anthony Edwards plays like 35, 36 minutes. But in that game against the Clippers, he scored 32 points while shooting 8 for 18 from the field. So even in the games where Edwards has gone under lately, he has still had really good volume and the opportunity has been there. And if you just look at his games lately, I mean, the volume has been massive for Anthony Edwards. Over his last, 7 games, last 7 games, he's had at least 18 shot attempts. 18, 22, 26, 20, 18, 27, and 21 shot attempts. I'm not really putting out some hard-hitting analysis here, but if you're taking an over on a player's points prop, you want them to shoot the ball a lot. And Anthony Edwards, he has been doing that lately. 18-plus shot attempts in 7 straight games. I like this matchup a lot against the Bucks. The Bucks defensively have not been that great this season. They've been a really bad defensive team against guards. We've seen guards have a lot of, there's been a lot of guards that have done well against Milwaukee this season. Milwaukee's top 5 in both points allowed to point guards and shooting guards. So I think it's a really good matchup here for Anthony Edwards. The role lately has been huge. The minutes have been through the roof when the game's competitive. This game should be competitive. I think the spread right now is only 4.5 points. So we should get a competitive game here. We should get 35, 36 minutes from Anthony Edwards. It's a great matchup. Again, the role's been great lately. The usage has been great. The volume has been elite. Really, it feels like all the boxes are checked here for Edwards. And for what it's worth, right now with DK Sportsbook, they have this line set at 27.5 points. So DK Sportsbook does have this line a point higher than what Prizepicks does. I like taking the over on 26 points or more than 26.5 points on Anthony Edwards. You can get that over on Prizepicks. And then the second play that I like for tonight is we're gonna actually stay in that same game. So we got 2 props I like from the Minnesota-Milwaukee game. Next play I like is going to be Brook Lopez, more than 17.5 PRA. So let's talk about why I like this play. If you look at Brook Lopez's game log lately, he's been going over this PRA line relatively consistently, has gone over in 3 out of his last 5 games. He did go under in that game against Denver. I believe that game, I want to say that game might have been a blowout. Let me just look to confirm that. Yeah, the game against Denver was a blowout. Brook Lopez only played 29 minutes. And then this game against Miami was also a blowout. Brook Lopez only played 23.5 minutes. However, their last game right before the All-Star break, that game against Memphis was competitive. And we saw Brook Lopez play 35 minutes in that game against Memphis. And if you look at how many minutes Brook Lopez has played lately in competitive games, the Bucks, they have been involved in a lot of blowouts. This game against Miami was a blowout. This game against Denver was a blowout. This game against Charlotte was a blowout. Lopez played 27 minutes in that game. And this game against Minnesota was also a blowout. Lopez only played 26 minutes in that game. But when he's played full minute, or when the games have been competitive, when he's gotten his full minutes, Lopez has been playing like huge minutes lately. So over just their last like 8 or 9 games that have been competitive, Lopez has played 37, 35, 35, 35, 35, 34, 36, and 35 minutes. So he's been playing like 34 to 36 minutes in competitive games lately. This matchup against Minnesota is one where you would think Lopez's size is going to be needed. Going up against Karl-Anthony Towns, going up against Rudy Gobert. This Minnesota team, they play big. They're usually going to have one of Towns or Gobert on the floor at all times. So barring foul trouble or a random blowout here, I think we're going to get like 33 to 35 minutes from Brook Lopez. And if that's the case, I think this PRA line of 17.5 is definitely too low. I know the matchup against Minnesota might not be the best. Minnesota has been one of the best defensive teams in the league this season. But Brook Lopez is a guy that he can kind of produce from away from the basket. A lot of guys that kind of struggle against Gobert are guys that have to score around the rim and around the basket. Rudy Gobert is so good at protecting the paint, protecting the rim, blocking shots that it's hard for a lot of centers to put up big stat lines against him when they're just having to rely on putbacks and stuff like that. Gobert doesn't really give up a lot of putbacks, but Brook Lopez is a big that can stretch the floor. He can shoot threes. He can pull Gobert away from the basket. So I don't think this matchup is like completely terrible for Lopez. What we're really banking on, though, is the minutes. The minutes have just been massive lately in competitive games. And if you look at this season, when he's played at least 34 minutes, Lopez has played at least 34 minutes in 18 games this season. He's gone over this PRA line in 17 out of those 18 games. So nearly every single game this season, when he's played at least 34 minutes, Lopez has gone over this line. There's only been one game, and that was against the Knicks. He played 35 minutes, only had 9 PRA. Every other game this season, though, where he's played at least 34 minutes, he's had 18 PRA or more. So if the minutes are there, I think the production will be there. At least there will be enough production from Brook Lopez to put him over 17.5 PRA. And just like the Anthony Edwards prop on DK Sportsbook right now, this line is currently set at 18.5. So DK Sportsbook also has this PRA line 1 point higher than what Prizepicks does. Again, we can get this line at 17.5 on Prizepicks. I like taking Lopez more than 17.5 PRA there. But that's what I'm liking for tonight's NBA slate, guys, for Friday, February the 23rd. 10 games tonight. Should be another fun night of NBA. I know Thursday night did not go as expected. Definitely did not go the way that I would have wanted it to. I was really excited to get back to the grind Thursday. Obviously, didn't have the results that I wanted, but we got another slate to attack on Friday. We're going to get back at it and hopefully have a good day today and win some money on this slate. As always, though, appreciate you guys watching the Prizepicks content, supporting the channel. Hit that like button down below if you guys did enjoy. Hit that subscribe button if you have not yet. And again, if you don't have an account over on Prizepicks, be sure to sign up. Use that promo code NOAH linked down below in the description. You'll get that deposit match up to $100 when you sign up for Prizepicks with my promo code. But good luck tonight, guys. Thanks as always for watching the videos and supporting the content. We'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.